Well, it's been a while. I want to say a very big thank you to my new subscribers and thanks also to my old subscribers. So for this video, the measurement I'm using is 32 inches by 9 inches. 32 inches by 9 inches is what I'm using. So any material you're using, make sure it's 32 by 9. So the next step is that I went ahead and measured the 1.5 like so, 1.5 inch like so, like you're seeing. And I went up by 9 inches. I went up by 9 inches. I also marked 9 inches like so. And went ahead to connect the lines. Connect the lines together so I can have a straight line. So I also marked 1.5 there, marked 1.5, and went ahead to connect the lines. I just used one part because when I fold and cut, it will affect everything. So drew a straight line to connect the 1.5 up to 1.5 down. So this is what I have. I just did it to one side. There's no need to do it to the other side. So I folded my material like so. Then I brought in my French curve to curve to make a curve. So if you don't have a French curve, you can actually use any material with a circular shape. You can use a circular material to make this curve. Yes, very easy to do. So don't say I don't have a French curve, so I cannot do this, I cannot practice this. No, you can. Just look for a circular material, circular shape objects. So that's it. That's the shape you're seeing. The next thing to do is just to cut. Cut. Now this is what we have. So this is it. So meanwhile, I actually cut my foam. So it's just easy to do. Just cut the foam that is same shape and size with your fabric that is 32 by 9 inches. Just cut a foam that is the same size. So this is how I arranged it. And I also cut out a lining. In the case of the lining, I made sure the lining is bigger. I can always cut out the excess after sewing round. It's better to trim than for you to have a shortage. It's better to have excess than to have shortage. So you need to choose one. So thanks for always watching my videos. I really appreciate, and just need to bear with us. We'll always get better. Bear with us about the quality of our video. We will always get better. So I positioned everything, the lining, the foam, and the material, the fabric, like this. This is how I positioned it. And I'm going to sew it. Just follow the direction of my fingers. So like this, like this, like this, like this, and like this. So this is it after sewing. Isn't it beautiful? Pa. So it's beautiful like this. So this is the lining part. So trim. So like I was saying, some persons complained about the quality of the video. Please, I don't want to be discouraged not making videos. This is what we have after trimming. So you just need to bear with us. Bear with us. The cutout will always be better. So after all the cuttings, this is what I have. And that's what you're supposed to have. So this material measures 10 by 3 3 inches, and the foam I'm going to be inserting measures 1.5 by 10 inches. So I folded it like this, and then so this is what I have. Yeah, I went ahead to cover the rough edge with a bias. This is what we call bias. You actually use a belt to do it. So this is it. Use a bias or a belt. So this is what we have. So I went up by 1 inch, by 1 inch. As you can see, I went up by 1 inch, and then I placed my handle. This is actually for the handle. I placed my handle like so, and then I pinned. So you can actually pin it down, or you can use your peg to hold it to the main fabric or main material. So this is what I did. This is what I did. So that's it. So I went ahead to sew like so, like so. Yup. Like so, like so. Yes. So after sewing, this is what I have. Beautiful. So I went ahead to put the zip cloth. So take the measurement of the zip cloth, that will be enough. Then that's it. You put your zip cloth. This is what I have. And I went ahead to cover the rough edges with my bias. Cover the rough edges with my bias. So this is what I have. After covering it, this is what I have. So before you do this, make sure you centralize that curve and the main material. Centralize it so that your stuff will be notch everything, so that everything will be centralized. So after sewing it to the other part, this is what I have. This is the inside. So I will still go ahead and cover the rough edges with my bias. So that's it. Don't forget to put your zip head. It's very important. Otherwise, you after sewing lose it. You're losing it. So this my zip head fixed. So the next stage is to flip like this and sew. I flipped it like so. Yes, you can just do it like the way you are seeing me do it. Do it like that, and then I sew from one end to the other. So this is what I have after sewing. So you just need to cut out the rough edges, cut out the thread, so that your work will be neat, and then cover with your buyers. Very important. So this is all we have. Mm. So this is it. So the next thing is to measure the material like this, so that you know the amount of that's the length of the material you need to cut out for the side. We already know that the width of the side is going to be 6.5. 6.5 is what I'll be cutting, and I also use 10 inches, 10 inches for the length. So this material measures 6.5 by 10 inches. 6.5, 10 inches. So I folded like this, and then use my curve to make a curve. So after making this curve, make sure you measure it round, and you make sure everything tallies with the with what you have already measured previously in the main bag. Because if they don't tally, it might not enter. So it's better for you to even use a higher length than to use a shorter length. So if you are cutting, you might decide to use like 11 inches, so that after measuring, if it's too high, you can trim it from the lower part. Because if it's shorter, you are expected to cut another one. So I went ahead to cut the foam and then the lining. Make sure you measure before doing this. Measure and make sure this side is the perfect fit for what you want to sew. So this is the adjuster that I have. I put a bet of 3 inches on it, like this. So I'm going to sew it like so, and then sew the other part of the bags together. So this is what I have after sewing it. After sewing, this is what we have. Beautiful, beautiful. So the next thing to do is to notch, just to get the center of my side. Notch it at the upper part and notch it at the lower part too. Notch, notch, notch. So after notching, you also make sure you notch your main bag too. And for you to notch, make sure the middle is in this, as in this hand, this handle you're holding, let it be the upper part of the bag. And then you hold it to get the corresponding lower part. Make sure your handle is the part you are notching as the upper part. After notching it, you get the lower corresponding side. Don't go and notch the joining. You know we have a joining, you can see the joining. Don't notch it, that's not the middle of the bag. So the middle is the handle, so that's what I'm notching like this. After notching it, I'll get the corresponding side to be the base. Yes, this is the corresponding side. That's the base. So that's it. So after that, I went ahead to turn the bag as you're seeing. Turn the bag like so. Sorry for the way this I videoed this part. You know, I did it like this. So I turned it, and then I attach. Make sure you attach notch to notch. Very important, because if you don't, you have a bent bag, and you won't like your bag to be like that. You have a bent bag. So notch to notch. Not hold the upper part and the lower part. Very important. And then the lower part too, make sure you pin it, and then before you pin the other parts, pin before you sew is very, very important. If you are watched till this time, what do I say? Thanks for watching. So please, if you love this, if you love what you're seeing, I would like you to give us a thumbs up. Just like the video. It's very easy to do. Like the video, give us a thumbs up, and still share to your friends and or people you know would like to watch this kind of video. I think that will help us a lot in this channel. And if you are a new viewer, if you have not subscribed, please, please, I'm pleading, just subscribe. Just subscribe. Be cool. So after pinning that part, you pin the other part. So we have pinned. So you go ahead and sew around. That's just it. See, after sewing, this is what we have. Oh. See, that's what we have. So you are meant to cover the rough edge with bias. Please don't forget to share this video. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe if you are a new viewer. See what we have after biasing it. Hmm? After biasing it, this is what we have. Let's see what we have inside. Beautiful bag. So this is it. This is it. Wow. Thanks for watching. Thank. Bye.